Good morning once again, and thank you all for joining us. We're really excited about the opportunity to recognize the accomplishments of many of the individuals we serve, as well as many of our staff who have accomplished great things in the time they've been with us. You know, this has been a very challenging year for all of us, and it's been a very different way of existing as kind of representative of this event. But I did want to take a moment before we get started to acknowledge the fact that, you know, in the middle of all this pandemic and all the other stress that we're enduring, it's been a very difficult year, and we've actually lost a number of the individuals that we serve. So we wanted to just take a moment to recognize some of those individuals who passed this year. And I'm going to be going in the order in which they basically came to us, the longest standing organization participants. So let me begin with Robin Johnson. Robin was with us for 27 years, but actually began initially with his best friend Mary Carroll when we were founded in 1956. He and Mary Carroll were the two original clients that we were able to speak of every time we took someone on a tour. Please just take a moment to think about Robin and all that he brought in terms of joy to our lives. Next is Harley Harpest. For those of you who remember Harley, he was with us for 19 years, and he was quite the character. We will miss him greatly. Kelli Hartley, also 19 years. It's incredible the number of people who have been with us for decades and generations. It's such a shame to lose them, but we'll miss Kelli a great deal. Patricia "Pat" Hatch. Pat was quite the joy to be around, and I don't know how many times she said she was going to marry me. I will miss Pat quite a bit. Robert Brown. Well, Mr. Brown, he was a special individual, and everyone enjoyed talking with him in the senior room, having him to be a part of our lives. He was here for 7 years. Nora Estepp. Nora was also with us for 7 years and really brought a lot of great joy to us as well. She was a special person. Raymond Coles. After attending here for 3 years, unfortunately, we lost Raymond. His brother Alan was able to come back in the middle of the pandemic and get some relief, so he had something to do with us every day. Tyler Chaffin. Tyler participated in our employment services program, and this young man was very successful in his program, making a lot of accomplishments towards his community employment. Such a shame to lose him. Heather Nagy. Heather, we were so sad to see her go. She had only been attending for a couple of years, but had become a great friend to many here at URS. And particularly sorry to see as one of our young participants who we've lost, Jamani Hussey. Jamani had been coming since just an infant for 2 years. And we are so sorry to see this happen. You know, and we want to thank everyone for taking a moment with us. You know, we're so sorry to see our friends go. And we know that many of the adults we serve have been here for 20, 30, and even more years. So it is a part of life that we do lose people, but certainly we want to recognize the important role they played in our lives and the lives of URS. You know, it's an honor to be the executive director of an organization, been around for 64 years. You know, we have had the ability to impact so many people's lives over that time. and not just the lives of the people who attend here every day, but also their families. You can't find another organization with the broad continuum of care that we offer anywhere that I'm aware of. And we've actually looked to see if there was someone we could benchmark with, if there's a way for us to even do better at what we offer to the community. But for individuals from infants to seniors, we're able to provide care every day and in the safest way possible. The fact that we have nurses and therapists on site is very unique and allows us to take care of those individuals who may have underlying health conditions or even be medically fragile. Our founding as a chapter of United Cerebral Palsy was truly, I think the origin or the gist of us being that organization who cares for those with the most complex conditions and the greatest challenges. And Mary Carol Bristow, who still is enrolled here but not attending right now. Certainly she and her mother, Marge, who've been with us from the beginning, with Marge and Jim starting that chapter of United Cerebral Palsy in 1956. It's incredible to still have her attending today. You know, along our journey, we have been blessed to have the support of many people in this community, but one in particular, who is our presenting sponsor today, is Charles D. Chuck Berry. And Chuck will actually be joining us shortly and helping to get through the awards process here. Chuck's legacy actually began with us back in 1974 with Hike for the Handicapped, and he has been a supporter and became a board member a couple of years later and has a legacy here. And you can find his name on our building. I think that says something about how important he is to everyone here and to this organization. We are very happy that Chuck was instrumental in both the original capital campaign to build this facility here at the corner of Needmore and Old Troy Pike, but also the honorary chair of our last capital campaign that allowed us to double the number of people that we're able to serve and expand our facilities by 50%. You know, he's been a great supporter of every event we've ever done, especially the telethon and the Rubber Duck Regatta. And we affectionately refer to Chuck as Admiral Berry, we know. But Chuck also participates in the Young's Dairy Charity Bike Tour every year, and I am fortunate to be his riding partner year after year. Gives us plenty of time to chat. But we're very happy that he also has been instrumental in developing our volunteer program here. And he comes for our Berry Volunteer Recognition Picnic every year as well. So Chuck, glad to have you here today. I want to also recognize, of course, our incredible staff. They do so much to make a difference every day. You know, the people who work here truly have a passion for what they do and the people we serve. And it's truly an honor to work alongside each and every one of you. Thank you for what you do every day. And I also want to recognize those on our board who have been so helpful to us over the years and so helpful to me personally. You know, I joke about the fact that, you know, we are a major business and employer in this community. And as a counselor and a special education teacher, I've never taken a business course in my life. And without the support of this board, God knows I'd run this place amok, right? But, you know, it's a blessing to have people who can mentor me and support me in making sure that we're operating as effectively and efficiently as possible. So I want to thank them as well. And speaking of board members, I also would like to recognize Mark Allen and introduce him today. Mark kindly agreed to join us virtually so that he can assist in giving out the awards just like he does each and every year. So Mark, thanks for joining. Mark has actually been a board member for over 2 decades and has hosted our telethon, I think 23 years, if I'm not mistaken. Mark, thank you so much for being here today and for all that you have done and continue to do for United Rehabilitation Services and the people we serve. Hello, Mark.
Coming to you live from my kitchen here in Centerville. Always a pleasure to recognize the accomplishments of all the clients and the staff, of course, here at URS. We could never accomplish all that we do without the support of so many in our community. And these in particular, to start us off, are the people that helped to make today's event possible. So let's be sure to thank them. Our presenting sponsor, as Dennis mentioned just a couple of minutes ago, the Admiral himself, Charles D. Berry. Our client and family sponsor this year is the Gorman Hewitt Heirs Fund. And we have 3 gold sponsors this year: Reek Services, Synchrony, and Think Patented. So thank you very much to our sponsors who made today's event possible. We very much appreciate it. All right, now let us move on to the actual awards themselves. We begin, as always, by recognizing all the employees of URS who are celebrating major anniversaries. And we're going to start with the 5-year service awards, as we usually do. Our first one in that category this year is Monique Austin. She's a teacher in our toddler room, affectionately known as Mo. She's an experienced, knowledgeable, and reliable, and cares deeply for the children and families with whom she works. She goes above and beyond as a teacher in the toddler room. She works closely with the lead teacher to plan activities that enhance the learning and development of the children in her room and carefully monitors their progress. She has made a positive impact in the lives of so many children, and we are lucky to have Mo as part of our team. Congratulations to our first 5-year service award winner, Monique Austin. Congratulations, Mo. Thank you very much for 5 great years. Our next 5-year goes to Brittany Jones, who takes great care of the babies in her room as the lead teacher in our infant classroom. She loves and cares for each child for whom she's responsible. So many have started in her classroom and have stayed with us until they have graduated up to kindergarten. In addition to being the lead teacher in the infant classroom, Brittany is an early Head Start teacher and goes above and beyond to make sure that every child with her is treated with care and respect. So congratulations for celebrating 5 years at URS. Congratulations to Brittany. That is Brittany Jones. Brittany, thank you very, very much. And one more in the 5-year category. It is Marcy Harris, who came to URS in May of 2015 as one of our summer youth job coaches. Since then, she's been an integral part of our team. She does an amazing job with the participants, preparing them for competitive community employment. We appreciate the time she takes each year to help us map out the summer youth curriculum and training our new job coaches. Marcy is a job coach at Beaver Creek High School during the school year, where she worked with students preparing them for employment, and we are so happy she's also part of the URS URS Employment Services staff. Thank you for 5 great years, Marcy Harris. Marcy, thank you very much. Moving on now to the 10-year service award. We have one in this category. It's a young lady I've gotten to know very well over the past 10 years. It is Ashley Crawford, who is the URS Marketing and Events Coordinator. Started her career at URS in 2010 as a marketing intern. She was hired straight out of college and has proven to be a valuable asset to the development team. Her ability to grasp and utilize technology has been a godsend, especially in the past few months, as special events, tours, and most interactions with donors and funders have gone virtual, much like the event we're all taking part in here today. Her quick smile and can-do attitude make her a pleasure to work with, and she has saved me many times on the telethon over the past 10 years, and I really appreciate it. Congratulations to Ashley Crawford for a decade of service to all of us at URS. And finally, this one is, we rarely do these. This is a 30-year service award, making it obviously extra special. This recipient has been a part of the URS team for an amazing 30 years. She started working for URS back when it was UCP, United Cerebral Palsy, was located back in the bottom floor of the Lang Building on Valley Street, where she worked in the Child Care Center. That takes us back to our earliest days at UCP and URS. She eventually moved to Adult Services and currently works as a direct support professional. She strives to be the best that she can be in her role at URS. Recently, she was among the first of our staff to complete a 60-hour certification process with the state of Ohio. And even after 30 years, she's still open to learning and growing. Her steady approach to care and her patience have helped her develop strong relationships with the clients and staff. Her honesty and integrity is beyond reproach. She lives the mission of the agency and treats our clients with respect and compassion. Please Give a round of applause, a big thumbs up, whatever you'd like to do, to the employee with the longest tenure in adult services, 30 years, Reva McElrath. Reva, outstanding.
Woo!
Well deserved. 30 years, that is amazing. All right, so that'll do it for the staff award portion. Now, moving on, every year, as you know, if you've been part of this over the years, we give special awards to the staff, clients, and organizations that support URS who have gone above and beyond to support this organization as well. Although there are many deserving individuals who are nominated, those who we recognize here today are receiving them because of their truly exceptional efforts. URS is fortunate to have a staff that is so committed to fulfilling our mission that we could not choose just one outstanding employee of the year, so more than one this year. So here we go. Our first honoree in this category excels in everything she does. She has a passion for helping people and a special place in her heart for individuals living with disabilities. She places her full effort into supporting every person assigned to her. She consistently exceeds every performance measure of her position and has helped over 20 people obtain integrated, competitive community employment in the year 2020. Please join us in congratulating our first outstanding employee of the year. It is Michelle Sears. Michelle, congratulations. All right, our next employee of the year. Reliable, knowledgeable, and professional are three adjectives that describe our second honoree in this category. This individual is a team player who clearly loves what she does. She is always willing to offer support to her direct clients, as well as those in other rooms as needed. She has pushed through personal hardships to go above and beyond for her staff and clients. She genuinely cares about everyone at URS, and she demonstrates that care through her actions on a daily basis. Join me next in congratulating Brianna Nwakobi. Brianna, congratulations. Our next outstanding employee of the year. Thumbs up. Where's my camera? There it is. Thumbs up. Nicely done. Brianna Nwakobi. So those are our outstanding employees of the year. So now moving on to our next category, the young client who's been chosen for the Margaret Binkley Outstanding Youth Client Award is truly an inspiration to everyone. This award is open to a URS youth client who demonstrates a positive attitude, determination, or someone who has made tremendous progress. The award does not depend on the severity of the disability, but rather the progress the person has achieved in his or her daily life. So let's find out who it is. This year's honoree tells his therapist, quote, "Bring on the challenge." I like that attitude. His positive attitude and determination make him an absolute pleasure to work with. He is eager to take on tasks presented to him and works hard to achieve goals that will allow him to be more independent and helpful at home. He always has a smile on his face and a knock-knock joke to brighten the therapist's days. When he graduated from occupational therapy, because of his incredible progress, he continues to attend outpatient therapy each week to help him make strides in his journey toward more independence. His professional goal is to someday actually work for URS. So please join me in congratulating, as the recipient of the Margaret Binkley Outstanding Youth Client Award recipient, it is Matthew Krieger. Matthew, nice job. Our next award this afternoon is the Margaret Binkley Outstanding Adults Client Award. This award recognizes adult clients who demonstrate resourcefulness, creativity, positive attitude, and determination in dealing with his or her challenges. This honoree is described as friendly and kind with a team attitude. He initially came to URS as part of the paid training program, but came back to URS this summer, knowing that he could not continue his paid position in the kitchen due to COVID restrictions. He decided instead to focus on strengthening soft job skills so that he's better prepared to land a job in the community. He always has a positive attitude, loves to learn, and has gone above and beyond anything that is ever asked of him. Let us have another round of applause, thumbs up for this year's Margaret Binkley Outstanding Adult Client Award recipient. It is Micah Jenkins. Micah Jenkins. Thumbs up. All right, our final award this afternoon will be presented by our good friend, the Admiral himself, Admiral Barry. Chuck is going to be, hopefully he's with us now. He'll present the Barry Volunteer Service Award to an amazing volunteer. There is Chuck himself. You know, Chuck has supported the URS volunteer program from the very beginning, and this year marks its 20th anniversary, so a milestone there. Chuck, my friend, good to see you. Take it away.
Okay, Mark. Thank you, Mark. And I might make sure, okay, thank you, Ashley. This is something brand new for all of us. I also want to thank you, Dennis, for the kind words you said to me earlier. My ego is going to get so big, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get out of this room. I'm actually have my calculator here, and I determined that I got involved indirectly with was United Cerebral Palsy back then, UCP, with Hike for the Handicap in September of 1974, 46 years ago last month. It's just totally amazing. So it is great to be here today with all of you, and it is my privilege to award the Barry Volunteer Service Award to a very deserving volunteer. This award is open to individuals who have dedicated their time and talent to URS. Volunteers are incredibly important to all of us at URS. This year's honoree has volunteered in the development department for 2 years. She comes twice a week to help with all aspects of special events, from entering ducks onto spreadsheets to organizing all of the special event supplies. In the past 2 years, she has contributed 261 hours of time and talent, which translates, check this out, to a donation of $7,100. Amazing. This year, largely because of this volunteer's dedication, duck adoptions records were kept up to date throughout the weeks before the regatta, allowing us to have a real-time reference to duck sales. She comes in with a smile and a kind word for everyone with whom she comes into contact. So today, I would like to recognize Kellie Egbert for her dedication to URS. Thank you, Kellie. Now back to, I'm not sure, I think it's you, Mark. So take it away, Mark.
I will, Chuck, just very briefly. Again, thank you so much, Chuck, for joining us today, for everything you've done and continue to do for this great organization. I can't think of anyone with a bigger heart for URS than the Admiral himself, Chuck Barry. Chuck, it's great to see you. Congratulations to all of our award winners today and to staff celebrating service anniversaries, especially that 30-year, truly an amazing milestone. That's going to do it for me. As I always say, I'll see you later tonight on the news. Let's send it back to Dennis Grant. Dennis.
All right. Well, thank you, Mark, for doing this for us today. I think it makes it much more real and certainly much more special to have you participate once again. This is an annual event that we all look forward to. I've heard hundreds of people literally tell me this is their favorite event because it's the one opportunity where we get our clients, our staff, our families, and our board, everybody together to celebrate all these accomplishments and the great things that people do to support our mission and our vision in this community. So thank you all again for being here today. Thanks to Mark and for Chuck for being part of the program. This is our first run through, and I hope we don't have to do this virtually again next year, but you never know. But certainly, you know, we look forward to getting things back to normal. We don't know when that's going to happen, but we do know that with the support of all of you, and if we're all pulling together, we're going to get through this, and be fine. We just have to stick together. So thank you all for your support. Thanks for being with us today. We look forward. We're going to be doing some other virtual events. We have another town hall coming up in early November. And so we hope that you all will be able to join us for that as well. But you all, thanks to all the winners today and to all the recognition that we're able to provide for those staff who've given us all these years. Reva, 30 years, not just the longest employee in the Department for Adult Services, but the entire agency. That's just incredible. Thank you. All right, well, thank you guys. We're going to sign off now, and we look forward to seeing you again soon in person. Take care.